I'm Safia, your science teacher. Today we are going to continue the lesson solids, liquids and gases. In the last session, we have discussed about the matter, molecules and the types of different forms of matter, that is what solid, liquid and gases. We know that solids have fixed shape and fixed volume, whereas liquids does not have fixed shape but they have fixed volume. Gases will not have fixed shape, no fixed volume, nothing will be present in the gases, and gases will spread easily than the liquids. Why there is a difference in this? Why does have definite shape and why other does not have definite shape? That is because of the arrangement of molecules. In the solids, molecules are arranged very tightly, whereas in the liquids, molecules are arranged loosely. Whereas in the gases, molecules are arranged very far. Because of that, the gases can move from one place to another place easily than the liquids. So today we are going to learn about the interchangeable, whether the forms of matter are interchangeable or not. We know that these are the three forms of water. Three forms of matter. So whether these three forms of matter are interchangeable or not? Yes, these are interchangeable. Let us take an example of water. Water can be available in three forms, that is in the form of ice, liquid and gas. Ice, this is solid form, this is liquid and gaseous form. Solid form is ice, okay, and liquid form is water, and water vapor is nothing but the gaseous form. So let us see how these three forms of water are interchangeable. First of all, take out the ice from the refrigerator and keep it in the bowl. Take the cubes, ice cubes, and store those cubes in the bowl. What you will observe? You will observe that after some time the cubes will be melting and it will be changing into liquid. Again, now what we have to do? Now you have to heat this water. Heat the water continuously. You have to heat and heat. After heating, you will observe that water will be changing into vapor. So liquid is changing into gas. Solid is changing into liquid and liquid is changing into gas. So this we can say again. What you have to do? You have to keep this gas. You have to keep this gas in the cool place. What you have to do? Now you have to cover this container with a lid. Cover the container with a lid and keep it aside for some time till the water will become normal. Okay, like already we have heated, so it is very hot. Now it should change into cool. So water will become cool. After cooling, you can see that. So what I am doing here, now we are cooling this. You have to take this container and cover it with the lid. Now after cooling, you will observe that here the droplets of water will be present. So water, we got from vapor, we are getting the water. Again you have to keep this water in the refrigerator. Again after cooling, you will see that water will be changing into the ice cubes. That is what in solid form. That means the three forms of water are interchangeable. From solid to liquid, liquid to gases. And again on reversing, it will change. We will get the solid. Like gases will be cooled, we will get the liquid water. When water is cooled, we will get the solid pieces of ice. So this is an example how we can say that matter can be, forms of matter are interchangeable. One more example you can take is of candle. You know, wax of candle. Okay, when you light the candle, what happens? The wax will be melting. And it will be, when it melts, it will be in the liquid form. When it cools down, it will be in the solid form. And as well as when it is melting, it is giving out the vapor. So this is also an example of three forms of water, three forms of matter are interchangeable. On cooling, again that liquid will change into solid. Again, if you heat the solid, we will get the liquid and as well as the gas. So this was about three interchangeable of matter. Okay, matter can be interchangeable. Other one, what is mean by soluble substance and insoluble substance. So what is soluble and insoluble here? Soluble substances means which will be mixing in the water, which can be dissolved in water. These things will not dissolve in water. They cannot get dissolved in water. I'll give you examples that you can understand. Like soluble things are sugar. So what you know that when we add sugar into the water, sugar will dissolve and it with the water will change into sweet water. That is because sugar is soluble. Now take some oil and put oil in the water. What happens? Do you think oil will dissolve in the water? No, oil will not dissolve in water. That is because oil is insoluble. And in which we are diluting this, that liquid is called as solvent. So now I said we get sweet water. So in which we are adding the sugar. For example, I have taken a glass of water. In this I am adding sugar. Now I have to stir this water. What will happen? Sugar will dissolve in the water and it will change into sweet water. So sugar is soluble, whereas water is solvent. Okay, sugar is a soluble substance which will be dissolved in any liquid, that is called as soluble substance. And the liquid which is dissolving the soluble substance is called as the solvent. Now I said here sugar is a soluble substance and water is the solvent. Okay, now we got to know that sugar is soluble. Okay, in the same way oil is insoluble. Not only oil, some other materials are also there which are insoluble in water, like sand, mud. These are also insoluble in water. When we add sand or soil into the water, we can see two layers are forming here. That is because that is insoluble. Whereas when we are dissolving the sugar or the salt, we will see that there are no two layers. Only one layer will be present. We can't find the crystals of salt or the sugar. They are completely dissolved in water. That is because they are soluble substances. So what is the question here? What happens when we add sugar into the water? Does the volume of the water changes here? Let us find out. So to know whether the volume will be changing or not, take one test tube and water in the test tube. So up to here I am taking the water and mark this with the paper strip. Okay, take some gum and paste a paper strip here, any colorful paper strip, that we can understand the level of water. Up to here I have filled water. Now in this what soluble substance we have to add? Sugar. In the water I am going to add sugar. And after dissolving the sugar, you have to observe whether the volume of this water is changing or not. So after some time, you will observe that there will be no change in the volume of the water. The level of water will be same. That is because sugar has dissolved in it. Even though sugar has dissolved, there is no change because the water molecules, for example, liquids, okay, they have some air space. They are loosely packed, right? Like this, molecules are present here. Okay, I draw here neatly, that you can easily understand. These are the molecules of water. These are the molecules of water. Now we are adding sugar. So these empty spaces are there. Those are filled up by the sugar molecules. Sugar molecules will fill up these empty spaces. Up to here all the empty spaces have been filled. So that's why there is no change in the level, because they are filling the space which was empty. They are not occupying the extra space. Because they are not occupying the extra space, the volume of water is not changing. So even though when we are adding any soluble substance into the solvent, the volume of that solvent will not increase. Remember this. So this was about solids, liquids and gases. So we know that solids, three forms of matter are interchangeable. Anything which we see around us is made up of materials, and material is made up of matter. Matter is anything which has some weight and which occupies some space. Matter is anything which occupies some space and has some weight. You are matter, I am matter, this chalk is also a matter, the holder is also a matter, because it has some weight and it occupies some space. And matter can be of three forms, that is solids, liquids and gaseous form. And solids, based on the arrangement of the molecules, the shape of the material will be. Like if the molecules are tightly packed, then the material, then the matter is solid. If the molecules are loosely packed, then the matter is liquid. And if the molecules are packed far from each other, far away, then that matter is nothing but the gas. Okay, and these three forms of matter are interchangeable on changing the temperature. When we heat the water, when we heat the ice will be changing into water. When we heat the water is changing into vapor. Now decrease the temperature. Now cover that bowl with the lid and let that water cool. You will observe that vapor is changing into the liquid water. Again on further cooling, water will change into ice. That means three forms of matter are interchangeable. And this is about solids, liquids and gases, and we can find these all states of matter in our surroundings in every object. And remember that solids have definite shape and fixed volume. Liquids does not have any shape but they have volume. They have fixed volume. Liquids can be poured into any vessel or any container, and liquids take the shape of the container. Whereas gases does not have any shape. They also take the shape of the vessel or the container. They does not have fixed volume, and they can easily be poured, or they can be easily moved from one place to another place more easily than the liquids. Okay, the example is perfume. When we use perfume, what happens? Perfume is liquid form, gaseous form, right? Even if you are using it one corner of the room, the entire room will be getting the smell of that perfume. That is because the molecules of gases they will be moving fast and they are far away from each other. Your worksheet is name a solid that turns to liquid when taken out from the refrigerator. What is that solid which will turn out into liquid when we are taking out it from the refrigerator? Think and write. It is very easy. Next one. We always need to store liquids in containers. Why? Why we have to store liquids in the container? Think and write. Just I have repeated the answer 2 times. You have to think what will be the answer. So this was about solids and liquids and gases, three forms of matter which we have discussed, and there is more to learn about the forms of water and as well as the properties. So as you proceed in the further classes, you will be learning more about this matter. So go through the video properly, complete your answer sheet properly. Thank you. Bye-bye.